What's going on, guys? Michael here from TYT YuGiOh, and today I'm going to be coming at you guys with a Buster Blader deck profile for the post Dark Side of Dimensions movie pack format. So, quick note before I get into the deck profile, I just want to kind of give a swift little channel update. So when me, Palmer, and FJ kind of started this channel, we really just were doing it for fun, something to do in our spare time. Obviously, we haven't uploaded in like a month, so I don't know if you guys were like expecting more content from us, but you know, we've sort of just kind of been going at our own pace, and that's kind of what we intend to do in the future. Rather than like spamming you guys with like just tons of clickbait content, we'd rather just, you know, give some high quality content when we do upload, and to sort of show you, you know, cool things whenever we come up with them. Again, sort of at our own pace. You know, the three of us are all going back to college pretty soon, the next couple weeks, so our, you know, again, rate of uploading may not be super high. But again, when we do upload, we just hope that the content is high quality. So, you know, as always, try to stay active, give us comments, feedback about what kind of stuff you guys want to see, and we'll try to get that done for you. But so onto the deck profile. A quick note about this deck. Long story short, it's pretty bad. I basically made it because I just kind of wanted to cheese people at locals, because obviously Blue Eyes is getting really popular with the new support, and it's a pretty good deck as well. So I just wanted to make Buster Blader to, you know, just kind of troll people at locals. I think it's pretty funny. The deck is not the best, so just kind of forewarning you about that. But without further ado, let's get into it. So first, we play 3 Buster Blader. We play the Anniversary Pack because we ain't poor. Basically, you need to play the maximum amount of copies of Buster Blader. You always want to have this in your hand. You draw it. Like, you can't really play without Buster Blader because you need it to synchro and fuse with, so you definitely max out on it. We also play one of the bad Buster Blader that's searchable off the Whelp. There are a few discard outlets in the deck, but mostly this is just a Sacred Sword of 7 stars target that you can search with the next card, which is the Buster Whelp, the Destruction Swordman guy. Probably the best card in the deck, so you want to see him as much as possible. Obviously, he's Stratos. His Cosmo effect to tag out into Buster Blader is really relevant for synchro plays. He's super, super good. And because of that, we also play 3 Sage with Eyes of Blue. Sage with Eyes of Blue actually searches out that Destruction Whelp guy, since the Destruction Whelp is a level 1 light tuner. So a lot of times there are ways in this deck where you can get 2 normal summons. So you can normal summon Sage, search the Whelp, and then normal summon the Whelp to search for whatever you need, be it the Fusion or the next card, which is the level 1 Dark Buster Blader tuner, the Dragon Buster, the Destruction Sword. Really great for facilitating synchro plays, and as Eric Christensen showed at the NAWZQ, domain locking people seems pretty good. So that's also pretty relevant. If you kind of brick per se, you can just like summon Buster Blader and slap this on, and like that oftentimes will just kind of get you there. Next, we play Gem Knight Lazuli and 2 Vanillas to add back with it. So Lazuli, Brilliant Fusion is really important in this deck to raise its ceiling, since this deck kind of struggles with like the amount of plays it can do in one turn. Lazuli can add back Galaxy Serpent, which is a Cards of Consonance target, also a tuner for level 7 synchro plays, and level 8 synchro plays, depending on the situation. And also Sayaru is a Sacred Sword of 7 stars target. Also, it comes in DVS, so it's super pretty. Who says I never play full cards in my decks? But anyway, so that rounds off the monsters with the sort of Brilliant Fusion package there. Obviously, we play 3 Brilliant Fusion to go along with that. I have kind of wanted to bump Gem Knight Lazuli up to 2, even though that kind of goes against that video I uploaded, I guess, gosh, months ago at this point, the golden ratio 3-to-1, only because, like, this deck kind of can't do anything unless you can get those 2 normal summons of your tuners. So resolving Brilliant Fusion is, like, super, super important in order to raise your ceiling and actually, like, ensure that you can play. But I don't know, I've been liking that ratio fine so far. Next, we play 3 Emblem of Dragon Destroyer. Like I said, max out on Buster Bladers. Trust me, if you're playing any less than this, you are, like, just not right. Trust me, play 6 Buster Bladers. Just try it. You need it to play. You need Buster Blader to play. Like, that is That is all. You need Buster Bladers. Buster Blader deck, guys. Next, we play 3 Gospel of Revival, or I guess Return of the Dragon Lords in the TCG here. This card's actually pretty cool. It summons back Sayaru from the graveyard. It summons back Buster Dragon from the graveyard. It protects Buster Dragon when it's on the field. Pretty neat. And again, there are some discard outlets or graveyard filling outlets that I'll show you in just a second. But yeah, Gospel of Revival, super good. Raises your ceiling again. It's basically Monster Reborn. For consistency, we play Where Art Thou. So Where Art Thou is Rhoda for level 1s if you don't know what it does. And a lot of times with again that double normal summon, which we can get off Brilliant Fusion, and another card which I'll show you in a second, you oftentimes can play around the 2000 life point burn. Also, the 2000 life point burn is like usually just fine, because a lot of times when you resolve this, you can get the Buster Dragon and the Fusion guy on the field at the same time, which is like pretty much impossible for most decks to out, or at least once game ones anyway, before they side in monster removal, like Regekis and Kaiju's and stuff. So it's really quite good. Next, we play Cards of Consonance. Super easy to search tuners in the deck with the dragon tuners between Where Art Thou, Sage with Eyes of Blue, and stuff like that. You can generally search what you need for this. The thing about this deck is you kind of need like 5 playable cards in your hand in order to play the game. Like, you can't really like do your combos with just 4 cards. So if you have like multiples of these and not enough targets, that's like really bad. So you never want to see more than 1. So that's why I just play the 2. And again, it's pretty much never dead at 2, since you can search whatever you need to make it live when you do draw it. Next, we play 2 Instant Fusion. Again, a high ceiling card. You generally summon Thousand Eyes Restrict with this to go into rank 1 plays or level 2 synchro plays, and out cards, like Beatrice and stuff. So Instant Fusion is really good. Again, this deck really struggles with its ceiling, so the more high ceiling cards you can play, the better. I only play 2 because I do only play 1 target for this in the extra deck. It's Thousand Eyes Restrict. I don't really like Norn in this deck. Like level 5 synchro plays and stuff are just kind of subpar, and I'd rather just like make Thousand Eyes. Next, we play 2 Mausoleum of the White. This is your second way to get an additional normal summon, other than Brilliant Fusion. This also Foolish Burials, your Sayaru and your Galaxy Serpent. Mostly Sayaru, so that you can Gospel of Revival it back to make Synchro and Xyz plays, which is pretty nice. Yeah, Mausoleum of the White's really cool. You don't really want to open multiples. Again, you need like 5 playable cards in your hand in this deck, and so if you have like multiple Mausoleum of the White in your hand, that you can't really combo. So it's been working out great for me too. Next, we play 2 Sacred Sword of 7 stars. I don't know why you wouldn't play this in this deck. You don't need 6 copies of Buster Blader in order to play. You just need 1. So if you ever have multiple Buster Bladers, or you have a time where you can search like the bad Buster Blader off of your Whelp, or Brilliant Fusion for Sayaru, you search the targets to make this live. And again, same idea in terms of the ratio, like I said, for Cards of Consonance. Yeah, Sacred Sword is really cool. It also comes with combos with Gospel of Revival, since you can tribute monsters that you control for this, which is really nice. Next, we play 1 Dragon Ravine, just 1. It's pretty good. It, again, gets cards out of your hand, like the bad Buster Blader and Foolish Burials, your whatever dragons you need, like maybe the level 1 Dark Tuner or Sayaru or Galaxy Serpent for Gospel of Revival plays and stuff. So it's pretty useful. We play 1 of the Destruction Swordsman Fusion. It's recyclable and it's super searchable, so you don't play more than 1. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. Soul Charge, game. Terraforming to search out the 2 field spells that we play. I kind of like this ratio of 2, 1, and 1 between Mausoleum of White, Dragon Ravine, and Terraforming. But, play around with the ratios if you like, but this is what's been working for me so far. And then we play 1 Upstart Goblin, consistency, 39 card deck, etc., etc. So let's move on to the extra deck. So we play 2 of the Destruction Sword guy. The 3rd doesn't come up. In fact, the 1st oftentimes doesn't come up in this deck because you just kind of brick. So 2 is plenty. We play 1 Thousand Eyes Restrict. Thousand Eyes Restrict is pretty good. It outs cards, makes rank 1s, stuff like that. Makes Where Art Thou live. So it's pretty useful. We play Gemnight's Wrath Knight, duh. Next we play 2 Buster Dragons. So Buster Dragon is obviously really good. DNA Surgery is your monsters, so like if you have both of these on the field at the same time, that's like basically game. Again, assuming your opponent doesn't have any monster removal, which is something this deck does lose to, but The second one honestly doesn't come up that much, or really ever, since we do play Gospel of Revival to summon this back. So more than likely, I'm going to change this to a rank 7 XYZ monster, which does come up sometimes, rank 7 plays. More than likely it's going to be the Flare Metal Dragon, just because it's a dragon and I can protect it with Gospel of Revival, just some synergy there. But it could easily be Big Eye Draco Sack. I don't know, I haven't really played around with it too much, but yeah, like I'm more than likely going to cut one of these for a rank 7. Next we play Formula Synchron and the Stardust Charge Warriors. So these guys make Crystal Wing, which is neat. Also, a lot of times, like, you just kind of have to get there in this deck. Like, drawing one card to get you into your engine can oftentimes just really save your life and make you playable. So a lot of times, like, just making one of these, using your additional normal summon or something like that, can just really save your life. I don't know. Try it out, see what you think. I play Arcanite Magician, so a lot of times I found going second, you want to be able to push through back row off of Brilliant Fusion. And I don't really want to play Black Rose Dragon in this deck because we play like field spells and stuff and we can't really afford to blow up our own cards. So Arcanite Magician, you can just summon it for free with Brilliant Fusion and then Galaxy Serpent. And then just pop back row and stuff. So it seems pretty good. It's been working out pretty well in testing. Next we play Ancient Fairy Dragon. Ancient Fairy Dragon is pretty cool. It makes Crystal Wing by summoning level 1s from your hand. It also deck thins by blowing up field spells, and you can swap field spells, blow up Dragon Ravine and get Mausoleum, and vice versa for some cool combos. We also play Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. Moonlight Dragon is pretty good. It's randomly good against, Blue Eyes, obviously, which, obviously this deck is made to just kind of cheese Blue Eyes. It's also randomly good against Monarchs. You can spin back Kuraz and some Cosmos ships as well. So I've been liking it a lot. It's also a dragon. Again, bring it back with Gospel Revival, all that good stuff. We play Crystal Wing. Usually make this with Stardust Charge Warrior or Ancient Fairy Dragon. A lot of times when you brick in this deck, you just summon this, and I don't know. Sometimes it's enough. Sometimes it's not enough. Other level 8s, we play Sapphire Moon Omega. You can randomly put back Sacred Sword 7 stars stuff with this, which is kind of funny. Also just a good synchro monster. We also play Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, also a good synchro monster. This is pretty much the only good level 8 synchro going second that I could really think to play. So there it is. And then we play a rank 1, which is Ghost Trick Dualahan, pretty much the best rank 1. Again, you can double normal summon level 1s a lot of times, and there are some times where you just can't really make a good synchro play. And so Ghost Trick Dualahan, can possibly get you there. And attack over some monsters or something. Like I said, this deck is not too competitive, so the fact that you just need to play Ghost Trick Dualahan in your extra deck is kind of a testament to that. So for the side deck, this is where it starts to get pretty cheesy. So we play a Dark Paladin. This is for when the Dark Illusion comes out and people are going to be playing, Dark Magician and stuff at locals. So basically, you use your Destruction Swordsman card, Fusion card, and you super poly with their Dark Magician for Dark Paladin, and then you can negate spells. So that's pretty cheesy, pretty hilarious. Also, I have a super sexy old school secret rare, so figured why not. We play 3 Maxi. Sorry, the sleeves don't match. Too lazy to take them out of my other or switch sleeves from my other deck. But anyway, 3 Maxi, obvious good hand trap. 2 Veiler. It's searchable in this deck with Sage with Eyes of Blue. That's pretty funny. Also, the level 1 tuner comes up sometimes. You normal summon it. So that's why I don't want to play 3. It's searchable. Next, we play 3 Twin Twister. We can't play 3 back row. Our deck has a low ceiling, so we play Twin Twister. Dark Hole and Raigeki. These cards are pretty good. Clear boards, randomly kills Dark Law and stuff. Rogue, which is something this deck struggles with. So I don't know. Dark Hole Raigeki, I pretty much will always have in my side deck forever. I don't know. This is super standard side deck stuff, but I don't know. It's pretty good, pretty generic. And then the only really kind of weird side deck thing I have is I play DNA Surgery. So again, cheesing people at locals, DNA Surgery is pretty funny because you just make all their stuffed dragons and you can super poly with it, and then they lose 1 turn from the fusion guy, which is pretty funny. You said this in going first sometimes, but you kind of have to be careful because it's kind of an inconsistent card. Obviously not really a combo piece, and it does sort of brick at multiples, so just kind of be careful with that. But anyway, guys, so that's the deck. Thank you very much for watching, and this has been Michael from TYT YuGiOh signing off, and we'll catch you next time.